Hey, I forgot my phone in there. Can I come in? Well, hurry up already. You've already been in there for almost 10 minutes, if not longer. I don't even know what could possibly be taking this long. Well, whatever it is, just give me my phone back after you're done. And by done, I mean presumably within the next couple of minutes if you can. But either way, I'll just be waiting on the couch. Oh, well, okay. Thanks, I guess. That ended up being a lot quicker than I would have thought, but I guess that's what I asked for, so. Oh, yeah, nothing much. I just needed to text one of my friends back. She was asking me if I wanted to hang out for a bit on Saturday since she's still in town for the weekend. She asked me to let her know ASAP, so that's what I was trying to do. Don't know what the rush is, but she probably would have told me if it was really that important. Yeah, looking back on it, maybe I could have just waited for you, but where's the fun in that? I mean, you were in there for the longest time, and don't even try to say otherwise, 'cause you definitely were. What were you doing anyway? With every minute that passed, you got me even more curious, to the point where I just have to know. And don't give me some lame excuse. Just tell me. What do you mean, nothing much? Obviously, it has to be something. Otherwise, you wouldn't have changed out of that t-shirt you've been wearing for the past 2 days. And by the looks of it, seems like someone also decided to comb their hair. There's gotta be some sort of big occasion going on, right? I couldn't think of any other reason you'd freshen up for once. But at the same time, I don't remember you saying you were going anywhere today. So, I don't know what to think. Well, then what is it? You're gonna start driving me nuts if you don't tell me. What's the big deal? You almost seem embarrassed. Why do you not want me knowing? Come on, just say it. I promise I won't tell a soul of your whereabouts. Unless... Wait, tell me I'm mistaken. Did a certain person finally find themselves a date? No, there is no way. I refuse to believe it. But that's the only thing that would make sense. Why else would you put so much time into your appearance trying to look your best? Plus, I know you've been trying to find a girlfriend for a while now. I guess it would only be a matter of time before you found one. Come on, please. Don't give me that. You've made it so apparently obvious. It's insulting for you to think I wouldn't know. Do I really have to tell you? I mean, there are so many examples of you trying to talk up some of my friends to the point where I've lost count. I was just waiting for the day when you would shoot your shot at me. But despite all of those attempts, it seems they're all still none the wiser. Let's just say that your quote-unquote flirting has much to be desired. Not saying that you're bad at that kind of stuff, it's just that there's just some room for improvement. Don't get me wrong, some of them are kinda decent, but it's still, well, you know. But whatever, that's besides the point. Who is this lovely girl that you've been seeing? You got a picture? Just cut the act already. It's starting to get a little annoying if you ask me. Just tell me. Can I at least know her name? Well, what is it then? Why do you have to think? I assume you would know your soon-to-be girlfriend's name, right? If not, we might just have ourselves a problem. Oh, really? You're kidding. What are the chances that we have the same name? That's gotta be a 1 in a million chance. I mean, I've never met a person with my name before, but I guess somehow you did? Although, if you wanted to find someone with such a beautiful name, you could have just asked me. Would have saved you a lot of trouble. Just a thought. I'm just messing with you. You know I love to poke fun. I know. Even though she's not me, I'm sure she must be just as great to be around. If not greater, in her own way. At least good enough to keep you around. How long have you known her? I'm surprised I haven't seen her around, let alone even heard of her. Wait, what? You're not telling me. What did I tell you about using dating apps? I thought we talked about this a long time ago. You know how unreliable they are. You can't just expect to find the love of your life just by scrolling through something you got off the App Store. That's an easy way to screw up your dating life. You actually have to know them and talk to them. Like, I'm talking almost best friends. Otherwise, you're just going in blind and know nothing about them. Like, hypothetically, I would be the perfect example of someone you should date. Oh, really? You already know a lot about her. Just because you've talked on the phone for a few days doesn't mean you know her life story. I could probably ask you anything and you'd have no clue. Alright, then when was she born? At least just tell me the year. I'll make it easy on you. Well? Yeah, that's what I thought. I can tell you're trying to figure it out based on her age. Don't think you're slick. Just tell me you don't know. Save yourself the trouble. Just whatever. Who knows, I'm probably just overthinking it, right? I'm sure you'll probably be fine. No, it's fine. Really, it doesn't matter. As long as you think you found someone right for you. I mean, it's not like you could have asked anybody else. Hey, all that matters is that you got a date. And if you really like her that much, I'm sure everything will go perfectly fine. I don't even know why I'm stressing so much over something so meaningless. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you found someone. Now, you should probably get going. We don't want to keep her waiting any longer. That would be a bad impression if you were late, don't you think? You know what? I'll drive you. I was gonna leave to go to the store anyway, so why not? No, I'm serious. Come on, let's go. It's no big deal, I promise. I said it was no big deal. Now are you coming with me or not? What's your deal? I said I was alright. I don't know why you won't believe me. Okay, maybe I got a little jealous of her, but why should you care? It doesn't affect you. It actually would affect you less if you stopped asking. Or not? You know, have you ever stopped to think about who you haven't asked out yet? There's so many people out there, but somehow you seem to be forgetting about the most obvious one. Yes, me. Who else would I be talking about? You're making it sound like I'm not the most obvious person you can think of. For some reason, you always try to hit on one of my friends, but then leave me out of it. It's not like I've been dropping subtle hints this entire time that I've liked you. When you said you wanted to start using dating apps, the only reason I said no was so you'd maybe give me a chance instead of some random girl. But obviously that didn't work. No, it's not your fault. You can't control who you like, and I completely understand that. It's just unfortunate how it went. Believe me, I'm not upset or anything. That would be stupid, but I don't know. I shouldn't have said anything. Should have just kept my mouth shut. I really never thought I would get that jealous. I mean, I was always kind of worried that you would find someone else, but tried not to think about it too much. Well, I guess until now, anyway. But it's fine. Really, we should probably get going. Maybe if I break the speed limit, we can make it in time. Look, don't... Wait, what? Say that again? You never had a date. What are you talking about? Don't pity me. You just said that you had a date and you were getting ready to leave. I mean, look at you. Why else would you be all dressed up? I even asked you. Why wouldn't you have just said that then? You could have just said that I was wrong. No, I refuse to believe that that was a joke. You went on for so long and played it off so well. Then what about all of that stuff you said about her? You gave me a whole description about her name and... her... name. She had the same name as me. How could I have not noticed? I forgot how much you suck at improvising. I should have picked up on that sooner, although I don't think that's what I was worried about. Well, that still doesn't explain why you're wearing these nice clothes. Where else could you be going? Wait, that restaurant? The fancy one I was telling you about? Who are you going with? You can't just be going by yourself. That wouldn't make any sense. What do you mean it's complicated? It's a pretty simple question. Who are you going with? Well, you want to go with me? Just me? Wait, I was the person you were planning on going with the entire time? So you didn't have plans with anyone else? You had a crush on me this whole time? Wait, this is so confusing. How? What if I would have said no? Then all of this would have been for nothing. Well, yeah, I want to go, but my question still stands. How did you know I wouldn't say no? Were you just guessing or just hoping I would say yes? But at the same time, you seemed so confident that I would. There's no way you knew I had a crush on you, right? I mean, right? Did you know? Really? I mean, I guess I never really tried to hide it in the first place. I was always hoping you'd find out one way or another, but I never would have expected you to just keep it a secret. No offense to your little surprise you got going on, but you really should have just told me. That would have saved me a lot of stress. Plus, that little joke you pulled nearly sent me into a heart attack. I shouldn't complain. I find it kinda sweet, actually. I can't think of anybody but you who'd go through all this trouble to confess to me like this. Maybe that's why I like you so much. Well, there's that, and a bunch of other reasons, of course. But I think I'd spend too much time naming each of your qualities. Speaking of which, what time was your reservation at? I don't think there's any possible way we could make it now. I mean, I'd have to get dressed and... Oh, well then how much time do we have? I swear it won't take that long to get dressed. Unlike some people. Another 45 minutes? Jeez, that's a long time. Did you really have to get dressed this early? Well, if you knew I was gonna say yes, there was no need to look that good for asking me, but I guess it was a nice touch. Even if I interrupted your plan a little earlier than expected. Hey, don't blame me. Blame my friend. Last time I checked, I thought ASAP meant ASAP, but not anymore. I gotta tell her about all this afterwards. She'll probably get a good laugh out of it. Somehow, I bet she'll pretend to take all of the credit for this, even if it was bound to happen one way or another. Oh, believe me, she'll find a way. But anyway, I think I should start getting ready. Gotta take a shower and everything before we go. Wouldn't want to actually be late. Well, if I'm gonna look my best, I'd have it be on my first date. Especially if I'm going with you. There is no way I'm gonna let you outdress me. Just you wait. I'm sure you'll be surprised, to say the least. I've been preparing for a moment like this for a while. I've already planned my outfit, and let's just say you'll be impressed. I guess you'll just have to see. Alright, well, let me go get ready. I'll try not to keep you waiting too long, although no promises. I'll try my best, alright? I mean, come on. If you were able to keep this a secret for who knows how long, I'm sure an extra 20 minutes won't kill you. Don't worry. If I find you dead, I'll make sure to turn myself in. Okay. I'll be back in a sec. You just sit tight. Don't miss me too much.